In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and serene forests, there lived an honest man named Hiroshi. Hiroshi was known far and wide for his unwavering honesty and his simple way of life. He had a humble little cottage where he lived, surrounded by the beauty of nature. One day, as Hiroshi was walking through the woods, he stumbled upon a curious sight. There, underneath a mighty oak tree, lay a shimmering pot made of pure gold. Hiroshi's eyes widened with astonishment, and his heart raced at the sight of such opulence. But instead of grabbing the pot immediately, he paused and reflected. Hiroshi knew the stories of those who had been consumed by their desires for wealth. He had heard tales of once virtuous men turning into greedy monsters when faced with the allure of riches. And so, Hiroshi sat down beside the golden pot and contemplated the situation. As he gazed at the pot, he began to see beyond its exterior shine. He saw the potential it held not just for him, but for the entire village. With the gold, he could build a school for the children, a hospital for the sick, and a shelter for the homeless. He envisioned a thriving community where people supported one another, guided by the principles of compassion and kindness. Days turned into weeks, and Hiroshi remained sitting by the pot, lost in his thoughts. Villagers passing by were puzzled by his behavior. "Why doesn't he take the gold?" they whispered among themselves. But Hiroshi paid no mind to their chatter. He was on a journey within, a journey to understand the nature of desire and the true meaning of wealth. One afternoon, a curious traveler named May approached Hiroshi. May was intrigued by the golden pot and the man who seemed uninterested in its riches. "Why do you sit here, dear sir?" May asked, a warm smile on her face. Hiroshi looked up at May and replied, "I am pondering the path of honesty and the weight of desire. This pot of gold could change my life, but it could also change who I am. I must find the balance between wanting and needing, between material wealth and spiritual wealth." May nodded thoughtfully. "You are a wise man, Hiroshi. In your contemplation, you have already discovered a treasure that is far more valuable than gold, the treasure of self-awareness." Weeks turned into months, and Hiroshi's reputation for his unique vigil continued to spread. People from neighboring villages came to witness this spectacle of a man sitting by a pot of gold. Some mocked him, while others admired his strength of character. Among these visitors was an old Zen master named Ryu. Ryu sat down beside Hiroshi and said, "You have shown great patience and understanding, young man. But remember, the pot is neither good nor bad. It is our intentions and actions that define its purpose. If you choose to use the gold for the betterment of all, it becomes a tool of compassion." Hiroshi listened carefully to Ryu's words. In that moment, he realized that his journey of introspection had led him to a profound truth. He decided to use the gold to fulfill his vision of a compassionate community. With the help of villagers and Ryu, they built a school, a hospital, and a shelter, all symbols of their collective spirit. As the village flourished and the golden pot was put to meaningful use, people started to understand the depth of Hiroshi's lesson. The story of the honest man and the pot of gold became a legend that was passed down through generations. It taught the importance of self-awareness, the power of intentions, and the true nature of wealth. And so, dear friends, let this tale remind us that the journey of self-discovery is a treasure in itself. In a world often driven by desires and ambitions, it's crucial to pause and reflect on our intentions. The pursuit of material wealth is not inherently wrong, but it's the choices we make and the purpose we assign to that wealth that truly matter. Just like Hiroshi, we can find the balance between our wants and needs. We can use our resources, whether they are material or immaterial, to create a better world for ourselves and others. Let this story inspire us to be honest in our endeavors, compassionate in our actions, and mindful in our choices. As you go forth on your own journey, remember that the pot of gold is a metaphor for life's opportunities. Approach them with wisdom and a heart full of kindness. The true treasure lies not in possessing the gold, but in the positive impact we can have on the world around us. So, be the Hiroshi of your own story, and let the lessons of the honest man and the pot of gold guide you towards a life of purpose and fulfillment.